We were interested in getting a Bentley, my dad was, and he started looking around in 1962, and he found this car advertised. It was advertised in the Bullhorn. The car was in England. Bought the car for about $4,500, paid another $500 to get it shipped over, and it came into Boston in 1963. We went up to get it. I was 16 at the time, and she came in dry, so we had to bring oil and gas. There was this large box with the container with a car in it, and remember my father's first words is, "Oh no, we don't have any tools to take the box apart." So we found some longshoremen, borrowed some tools, opened her up, put the gas and oil in, fire dried up, and drove back to Rhode Island. This is a 4.5 liter single overhead cam, 4 cylinders, dual ignition, so it has a magneto on each side with a set of 4 plugs on each side. The 2 SU carburetors we rebuilt in the 1990s with parts from MG SU carburetor kit. So they're basically the same carburetors that you'd find in an MG. Carry extra 4 spark plugs. Those are actually antique spark plugs, and one of the caps came off. But the water jacket was engine turned, stainless steel water jacket. That was just to dress it up. There is no fan, which is problematic if you have to go in stop and go traffic with a lot of stops.
How exciting was it for a 16-year-old to go into the docks in Boston to pick up a Bentley?
This was very cool. We've been involved in car episodes of one sort or another since I was a child, and it was very exciting. I remember riding it back. We had the top down and the wind blowing, and my father was enjoying it immensely. W.O. Bentley was the founder of the Bentley motor car company, and he actually had worked as a designer of engines for airplanes and such. And then he got to have quite a reputation as the builder of fine motor cars. My father said, "Okay, you're going to learn how to drive the Bentley." He hadn't had it very long, and I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, you're going to be all right." I said, "I don't know." It was awful. I didn't get it into gear. It was very frustrating. He was very patient, though, and foolish, obviously, because he let me drive it. See, that one wasn't as good. I can do third usually pretty well. There, see? It's actually a very tight car, very nice. It has 1926 brakes, and old brakes are not up to today's standards. They're drum brakes. But for the year, actually, the brakes were quite good. But it's agile, it goes around corners real well, it goes right along with traffic. You can go on superhighway speeds without any real discomfort. It doesn't get very good gas mileage, about 10 miles to a gallon, so it definitely, even though it's a green car, it's not really a green car. Going down the road, you feel everything, and in a very good way. The car is just a very, very nice sports car, way ahead of its time in so many ways.